Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you didn't know already, my name is Tara and I am a cruelty-free YouTuber. So today I basically just wanted to go over the items that I got from the Anastasia Beverly Hills holiday collection. I just wanted to do some swatches. The eye look I have right now that I did a tutorial for that will be coming up. It's either already up or it's going to be coming up after this. Is made from these products, what's on my lips, all that fun stuff. So if you would like to see swatches and check out the Anastasia Beverly Hills holiday collection, then keep on watching. So let's first start off with what we all really care about. Well, for me personally, I'm an eyeshadow junkie. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. It has the same felt packaging that all the other ones do. This is a luxe holiday eyeshadow collection with 14 shades featuring universal neutrals and prismatic metallics. So just like all of the other Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes that I own, this has a 6-month shelf life on it. I have been playing with this for, I would say, about a week now, and I really like it. There's honestly only only one shade that I don't really understand why is in here, and that's the shade Spear. When I saw this, I knew I wanted it. Much like the Subculture palette, I just knew I wanted it. I will say though that almost every look I've created, except for maybe 2, have looked almost identical. You have 7 mattes out of the 14, so it's half and half, which isn't bad, but like these mattes kind of confuse me. I mean, like this is almost the same color. This shade Unity is almost the same color as my skin tone. Then this Lure color I absolutely love. It's beautiful. Then you can take Parallel to deepen up the crease, but you know, in Eden and Saturn, they're very similar, but you know, they do have their differences. Eden is obviously a lot lighter than Saturn, but then you got Spear and Poseidon. You know, I normally don't use black eyeshadows because I'm very fair, and it can get bad real quick. But I did use this, and it's not a bad black. It's a very buildable black, which like I said, I prefer that because it can get really raccoon real quick. So I mean, I did create a really beautiful look with Unity in the crease, Lure in the crease. I haloed out this black, and then I put this Spear in the center, and I put Lucid on top, and it was really beautiful. But other than that, it's just been really hard. Osiris looks so beautiful in the pan, but it's like nothing. It's literally like a topper. That's what I've used it as. And even as a topper, it is just not. That shade is probably the biggest dud for me in this whole palette, is Osiris. Throne is another very beautiful. I love this. It's a nice green color. Sphinx, I guess you would call it. It doesn't scream as metallic as like Pyramid or Eternal do. Like, these are stunning. And you get this one, and this is just like, but I mean, you see like these metallics below me out of the water. Like, that one's a really crappy swatch, but they're so beautiful. So beautiful. Except for that one. Osiris and Lucid are the 2 that are like duds for me in this palette. They crumble. They're basically like toppers. I have Lucid on top of Dimension for my lid shade, for my eye look. I have Unity in the crease, Lure in the crease. Then I have Dimension on my lid with Lucid on top, and Parallel in my outer V, and on my bottom lash line smoked out with Unity. So like, this is like your only outer V option besides the black. So it's just, and when you start to use, say, Parallel with Sphere, it gets muddy really quickly. If you use Saturn and Spear, it actually looks really nice. but if you try to add like blur in there, it just looks really weird. Like I tried to do it in quads too, and it just didn't really, it just, like that looks really pretty, but it's just, I don't know. Like I said, I like the palette, it's just too many of my looks have been the same. As far as blendability, I have no problem blending them out, none at all. I've seen videos where people struggle with it, like Subculture. I definitely can create a look with this palette in no time, whereas Subculture, I love Subculture, but it takes me a little bit of time to actually be able to create a decent look with it because I have to take so much time and effort blending. Whereas this, I can whip out a look like that, and I've actually used this palette for like my workday looks more than any palette since I got it, actually. I think it's a good holiday palette. Do I think you need it? No. Do I think somebody that isn't a collector needs it? No. Do I think that somebody who's kind of getting new into makeup needs it? No. I just think that it's just like a very pretty palette. I honestly would probably get the Morphe holiday palette over this one. That has a lot more options, but like I said, it's still really pretty. I really do enjoy pairing this palette with my Subculture palette. So this top one is Subculture, the bottom one is the Prism palette. I do not think you need both of these, but honestly, if you like mattes more, get this one, Subculture. If you like shimmers more, get the Prism palette, in my opinion. Now on to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, the Sugar Glow Kit. This is what it looks like. So you have marshmallow, gumdrop, butterscotch, and starburst. Now I will say, I think all of these are, I know 3 of these are ones like that they brought back, and one of them is new. I honestly don't own any of the other 4-panned glow kits like this. I only own Aurora and Moonchild, but I love all of these. Like, they're so pretty. I actually have Starburst, which I mean, they're all beautiful. I can't really wear butterscotch on my face, but I like it for my inner corner, and I like it for as like over like a kind of like a lid shade topper. This is marshmallow. I mean, look at this. And then Gumdrop is just another beautiful, it has like a nice shift to it. It's got a nice pinky tone shift to it. It is so beautiful. Butterscotch, this little guy right here. Butterscotch is probably the one that I think is the most true to pan, like what you see is what you get. And then Starburst right here is just a nice, beautiful, light pinky. Highly recommend this if you can pick it up. It is so good. It's not super glittery. The only one I would say that is, you know, more glittery than others would probably be Butterscotch, but I still really like these highlights a lot. The last thing from the collection that I got is the matte lipstick set, and it's just a set of 6 mini lipsticks from the Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I actually have the shade on my lips right now called Latte, but I'm gonna swatch on my hand all the different shades. So that's Plumrella. I will say, when I was wearing one of the shades to work, it definitely, how do I explain it? After so many layers of me having to reapply, it did not like it, and I had to, it was actually this shade. This is Dusty Mauve. This one, I honestly think is a lot drier. I mean, like, you can even look at it. It's this shade right here. It's a lot drier than some of the other shades that I've tried. So, if not the driest shade out of all of them. I love this color so much. It's such a beautiful mauve, but like, even looking up close, can you see how dry that looks? But they're super pigmented and really nice. That is the only shade. The Dusty Mauve one is the only shade I had a problem with so far. That's Ruby. I also think that this kit you get a decent amount of product in each lipstick, which I think is really awesome. Then this is the shade Latte, which is the one I have on my lips, which is just like a really nice terracotta nude, which is this one right here. It's peachy. This little peachy guy right here. This one right here is Brandy. So yeah, like I said, the only shade that I've had a problem with out of this whole entire mini collection is the shade Dusty Mauve, which sucks because that's probably my favorite shade out of all of these. But it is very, very, very drying, Dusty Mauve is. But other than that, I think this is a really good bang for your buck. I think it was $27 or $30. I don't know, but I think it was really, 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 really good. All in all, I'm really impressed with the Anastasia Beverly Hills collection this year. I mean, after the whole subculture thing, I mean, I'm a consumer. I spend my money. And I was very, very, very nervous to buy the Prism palette, but I'm so glad I did. I even ordered it from Sephora. They forgot it. If you watched my haul, you know they forgot it. And then I ended up getting it from Anastasia Beverly Hills. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you like my vibe, don't forget to subscribe. And I really hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.